by bread alone. Yeah, this word got food in it. Stepping on the devil dome, you should see the bruise in it. Backing out the scripts, told a demon to stand down. Go against the Most High, we gon' see how it pan out. The Father gave me hope, fill me with the ghosts. Now they hate it when I glow. Joseph with the coat, looking for their fruit, but they ain't got no cantaloupe. The Messiah or Belial, you can't be a fan of both. Can't serve two masters. Bread of heaven with the living water, yeah, serving up a truth platter. We ain't idolizing no folly, now we setting up a new standard. When Christ touched down, make the whole earth shake like Bruce Banner. Yeah, bringing them troops to ya. End times getting spookier, warfare getting nuclear, mankind getting goofier. They intoxicated with a wine, damn, she done roofied them. I'm checking every word, spirit doctrine like a proofreader. I hate these Nicolatans, hate these great Renatos, man, I hate these flipping pagans. Trying to play my father and I hate these imitations. Screaming out Hosanna, we escape that simulation. Better flee to me, vote these or else that late.
Huh? What do you plan on doing?
This is step one.
This is step
Coming
one.
together. We gotta realize who we are first to even fight an enemy. We gotta realize who we are first.
But what's the end game? That's what I mean.
World
domination.
World domination. Get the kingdom, rule over everybody.
Then get rid of everybody.
No. Rule over everybody.
And righteous.
And get rid of white people.
So
you can't dominate a world if there's nobody to dominate.
Okay.
World domination.
So you want to enslave people? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna be subservient. Weren't we enslaved?
Oh, then you said when did they get their get back, right?
What happened to that?
I get it.
So do you not want them? Do you want us to? Do you want us to get our get back or not?
I don't think that's where we need to be.
So when it's time to actually,
because we didn't like being enslaved.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing.
It's not for everything.
Here's a certain.
I want the white people to do it, but I don't know about everybody else.
Everyone else enslaved them too.
They were just the Arabs enslaved us, the sub-Saharan slave traders. The Asians had us
directly people here.
Oh, so if you didn't see the injustice done to you, then you don't want to smoke.
That's somebody else's problem.
That's the issue in our community.
That's their problem over there. I gotta deal with my people first before I can
start dealing
Your
with
people are scattered all over the place, bro.
They are your people. They are. Your ancestors are the same people.
Where were they when we was in slavery?
They were getting enslaved too. Everywhere we've been on this earth, we've been enslaved.
Right. I'm just saying I gotta deal with what's in front of me first before I start thinking about people that are thousands of miles away.
But you just asked us what the end goal is. The end goal is for us to come together. For us to come together, we have to know who we are across the board.
Okay.
If we know who we are across the board, then we could know who to unify and who is our enemy. We can't do that if we don't know who we are. So you have to know who they are across the board, brother. Right.
So, brother, you said I gotta worry about over here. So imagine 300 years ago, you're on a plantation in Virginia. I'm on a plantation in Texas. You don't care about me?
No, it's still here.
What do you mean here? What is here?
The principle still applies, though, brother. You're not in the immediate vicinity. You don't see each other.
But you can see. You can't.
There were slaves in Jamaica. What about the slaves in Jamaica?
Pick and choose, but then you want to absolutely a whole race.
So that brother isn't
pick and choose.
So that brother isn't your, hold on. So that brother isn't your brother because his ancestor didn't go to slavery in America.
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you're
saying. You're saying that there's any other group of people aren't any good. They weren't put here by God either. It's just
obviously they weren't put by God because they're here. Obviously they weren't.
They're God's children too, then, right?
No.
God's children are the children of Israel.
So how'd they get here?
God created them, but that doesn't mean they're God's children. So the title God's children is reserved specifically for a group of people. God only puts his favor on one group of people.
Is everyone on your block, all the kids on your block, are they all your children?
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm the creator of nothing either.
Am I saying I'm the creator?
Hold on then. Can you have an emotion that the creator doesn't have then? So are you somehow superior to the creator in some way that you have an emotion that he's not capable of
I've
accepting?
never said that because
So if you have favorites, why can't he have favorites?
I'm not pretending to really understand the creator.
Repeat the question. If you can have favorites, why can't he have favorites? Right. What's wrong with him having favorites? He created everything. Him more than anybody should be able to have the right to have favorites because he created it. Right. Why can't he have favorites?
That's true.
Have you ever created anything?
But who's to say that's how it is though?
The Bible says it. His word, he says it.
But we just said that that's man-made.
No.
But just because it's man-made doesn't mean there's a problem.
That's just like me.
Brother, you're reverting, brother.
Yeah, you are.
So when we get to like, all right, for instance, in school, right? We work on fractions, right? To move on to algebra, right? What you're doing, you've mastered the fractions. Right now we're on algebra. Now you're acting like you've never seen a fraction before. So pay attention, right? The God of the Bible is the God of the Israelites. He's the God of your ancestors. and your ancestors' children are scattered all over the world. Wherever they are, they're being oppressed by everyone else. Right? So you have to have a care for your people who are all over the world being oppressed by our common enemy. Right?
Which is everybody.
Which is everyone.
That's right.
It's us against the world.
That's right.
That's the mentality we need to have to succeed.
Everyone.
Us
But
against
everyone.
everyone.
It includes everyone. You say, so you mean us against everyone?
Us,
Us,
that's literally what we
as a
said.
group against everyone else.
That's right.
That's the mentality we need to have. Otherwise, we're not going to succeed. We haven't been succeeding for that very reason.
Here's the thing, right? This past summer, right? Every freaking weekend, we saw people marching for what? For God. Right? Niggas ain't marching for us.
When?
Niggas are not having full boycotts for what's happening to niggas.
Right.
No one was saying, oh, let's boycott America
What
and
happened
American
when they were
good.
marching for us? Nothing.
They were never marching for
We
us.
were marching
We
for
marched
us.
for us.
They were.
We did.
They didn't. We did.
When has a Palestinian ever marched for you?
Right.
When
Never.
when has an Asian man ever marched for you?
Never.
No,
When has a
that's
white
why
man
I
ever
want our
marched for you?
community?
But
Why
you-
do they got all these stores on our corners and stuff? They placed there to suck
So
our
you
money
know
out.
this, but you still don't realize they're your enemy, though, brother. What's the disconnect?
Because it's a different plan for them.
What's the plan for them?
You know, to suck our money out of
So
our
then,
community.
you knowing this, how come you don't realize that they're your enemy? Is the question I'm
That's
asking.
just the tool. Every gun is not my enemy because it's used against me.
But they're not the
What?
tool. Though. They're the people using the gun on you. They're not the tool. They're the ones using the tool on you.
I get it, brother.
Do you really get it, brother?
Are you just saying
I
that?
guess
to
I
end it?
don't. I'm just being honest with you guys.
So the tool, hold on. So
I'm still here.
So the
I
tool,
wanted to hear what you had to say.
I respect
It's
it.
just
brother.
my opinion.
I respect
so,
it.
You know, you can't get mad at me.
We're
because
not.
I'm not
We're
gonna-
not mad at
We're
you.
not mad at you, brother.
Think
We're
I'm
trying
just
to
gonna
educate
think-
you. You know what the word educate means? To draw out. We're
Yeah.
trying to
And
draw
that-
out.
That's
Which-
why I stopped and talked to you for as long
We
as I've been
appreciate
sitting here. You know, it's nothing wrong with having a conversation or a
We-
debate.
we
That's
appreciate
fine. You know, I appreciate you guys talking to me.
We
I do.
appreciate that.
You know.
So you made an analogy just a second, right? About how the tool, you're not mad at the tool used against you. But in that analogy, you're mistaken. The other nations, they're not the tool. They're using the tool. So of course you can obviously get mad at them, right? Because they're weaponizing your ignorance, your ability to not know against you, right? So it's not dumb. That's like the tool. They are weaponized. They have intent behind using the tool. So their intent is to keep you subservient. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you get closer to your people, the sooner we can fight against them. Right? Again, like the judge on you said, when do they get it? It's very much contingent on us getting together.
That's right.
So they haven't gotten their due judgment
Back to
because
Oka.
we're still having these conversations instead of moving on to step 2.
How do we get together?
Recognizing who we are first. Coming back to the Most High God, realizing we have one God, and He gave us laws, statutes, commandments to keep. That's how we get together. Because we can't unify if we don't have a common cause. Our common cause is the keeping of the laws that our God gave us because we entered into a covenant with Him. So that
The scripture said that where there's no vision, the people perish.
We don't have
right?
vision.
Us as a people, we don't have vision, right? We don't have a common goal, right? Listen, you got niggas over here talking about, oh, let's get to the bed, right? You got niggas over here talking about, oh, let's do Forex. You got guys over here saying, oh, let's follow Islam. You got guys over here saying, oh, the black woman is God. You have all our people in all types of ways and ideologies. Now guess what? None of that shit has helped us.
it
Right?
won't help us.
You got some of people saying, oh, let's follow the same Christianity that the white man gave us. And what you have to understand is that the Bible and Christianity are two different things. Right? The Bible says that Christ left us an example, that we should do no sin. Right? Christianity, you don't do the law of God, which is, hey, just sin. Christianity and the Bible are two completely separate things, right? So going back to the brother's point, right? We have to understand who we are, where we come from. You can't go anywhere if you don't know where you came from. Right? We try to go back home. How do we know how to get back home if we don't have the directions? The Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments. That's our roadmap back home. That's our navigation. Right? This is
Bro,
Book of
got a
Jeremiah.
point to it.
No, I was gonna say because you said something earlier that that like stuck out to me, right? You said that I'm not sitting up here trying to understand God. That's the problem.
I didn't say
You
I'm not
did.
trying to understand God. I
You
said
did.
I don't understand it. I'm not trying to pretend
The
like
reason why
I
you
do
don't.
understand it.
Right,
I said
right,
I'm
right.
not trying to. I
Right.
said I'm not going to pretend like I do understand.
So that's
everything.
the problem. You have to understand God in order order to understand how to move forward, right?
Bring it out.
Okay. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 6, and verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
You have to, brother. You have to ask the old
Can you say that again one time for me?
Okay. Jeremiah 6 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the way and see and ask for the old paths.
Ask for the way that your ancestors walked in. That's the old path. Figure out what your ancestors came from. Like the brother said, you got to know where you came from. Our people, we ask our people, they'll say they're black, African American. They'll give us 3 answers of their origin. Which one is right? None of them. But they don't know that because they've been so indoctrinated. Again, we got to know where we come from, who is us and who isn't us. Because contrary to popular belief, I don't know if you know this or not, people will say world peace, world peace, world peace. World peace is contingent on the people that you see on this side coming back together. That's all it is. So it's very important that we know who we are. We're not going to get world peace that everybody claims to want, but nobody wants to put in the work to get world peace.
You don't think it's too late for that?
It's not. The reason
They're already set up with all these weapons and infrastructures, and we don't really have anything.
that's a defeatist mentality, brother.
Let me break this down, right? So, let me break
I mean, that's just the truth.
Let me break something
What
down.
do we
to you.
have?
No, listen, let me break something down. to you,
We're
right?
gonna get there. We're
Right?
gonna get there.
So the word peace, right, in the Hebrew is the word shalom, right? When we look at the Hebrew characters, right, if you look on the back of my jacket, these are ancient Hebrew characters, right? They're not the characters that make up the word shalom, right? But when we look at those characters, right, the first character is a set of teeth, right?
Set of teeth?
Set of teeth, right?
Okay.
Then you have a staff, right? A staff can be used to walk, or you can use a staff to beat someone, right? Then there's a nail, right? A nail. Well, Jesus Christ had nails put in his hands, right? Then you have a character that looks like water, right? Mayam, right?
Okay.
So water can either be tranquility, nice and calm, or it can be turbulent, right? But in order to get to calm waters, right, you have to go through war. Guess what? You don't have peace without war, right? In order for us to have, like right now, there's peace talks between the U.S. and Ukraine and Russia, right? They've been at war. They can't get to peace if there's no what? War. So before we get to world peace, there's going to be a lot of war. Christ said that there'll be wars and rumors of wars. Guess what? The world war that's getting ready to happen is all for the liberation of the children of God. That's right.
You know that there's a saying in the world, right? I just came across this a couple of days ago, right? It says, war creates hard men, and hard men create peace. So times of war create hard men. It's going to create us, mold us. We're going to be molded in war, and the men that are molded in that war, they're going to create the time of peace. So, like the brother said, war is necessary, right? Very much necessary. Like,
But it's.
the forest has to burn for there to grow.
Have you ever been to war?
No. I'm at war right now.
I was actually in war.
Uh-huh.
I did two tours over in Iraq, man. And
That was a census war.
Yeah.
You fought for nothing.
That was a war that you didn't need to
That's
fight.
what-
You fought for the white man
said.
to steal their
But
opium for
no.
the pharmaceutical companies. That's what you
my
fought for.
family wouldn't be where they're at if I wouldn't have did that.
I
That's the
understand that.
mindset I was.
Okay.
I get you.
And
But
I
make
just
the
had
point
a
you were gonna
baby.
make, brother.
I needed to do this for my family.
I understand,
And
brother.
I wouldn't own my house if I wouldn't have did that.
I feel that.
Understand that. So
What
you
was the
couldn't say
point?
I did it for nothing.
What was the point you were gonna make?
It
brother?
wasn't
What was the point you were gonna make?
about you saying how wars
Necessary.
are necessary. I
This
do
war
that,
is
but I
necessary.
seen what it took to actually go and win the war. What do we have to go and win a war? Is what I'm saying.
The weapons of our warfare are not
God.
carnal.
God. We have God.
Read this one.
Give me Leviticus 20. I'm gonna show you a law. Or Deuteronomy.
God.
Give me that. I'm gonna show you a
It's
law.
not going to stop bullets and bombs.
You don't have to worry about
Where-
stopping bullets and bombs. What you have to worry about is keeping
keeping
God's
God's
command.
law.
That's all you got to worry about.
Is that Deuteronomy 20? Yeah, that's
Deuteronomy.
Deuteronomy 20. Give me that. The law of war. I'm gonna show you something, right, brother? Because because faith is a very incremental part of war. It's very necessary, is what I'm gonna say, right? Faith, especially for the Israelite man, is very important. Because every war in the Bible, when you read about it, was contingent upon the Israelites, us people having the faith in our God. It wasn't the might of the Israelites that delivered them out of Egypt. It wasn't, right? Because they were slaves. It wasn't the might it was their faith in God, right? That God was going to fight for them and God delivered them, right? Check that out.
Verse 2. This is the book of Deuteronomy 20 and verse 2. And it shall be when ye are come nigh unto the battle, that the priest shall approach and speak unto the people. Verse 3. And shall say unto them, Hear, O Israel, ye approach this day unto battle against your enemies.
Against your enemies. This is what you were talking about, right? What do we have, right?
Let not your hearts faint. Fear not, and do not tremble. Neither be ye terrified because of them. Verse 4. For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you.
Is he what?
For the Lord your God is he that goeth with you. To fight for you.
To do what?
To fight for you against your enemies.
Against your enemies. Like the brother said, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, right? We're not fighting. We don't have to topple nations in the sense that we got to overthrow a regime. We need to get guns and stuff like that. We don't. We're, again, like we said, we're in a very
domination.
We're in a very
subservient. How's that going to work?
But here's the thing, though, brother. We gotta get through the. We can't even talk about getting that. We're not even through the first step, brother. We're not even through the first step.
Precept, right? So here's the juxtaposition to that, right? So when we go to war, that's what the priest is supposed to do, right? Now, I'm gonna show you an example where we were getting ready to go to war, but the priest said, "Don't go up, because the Lord's not with you." So this is Numbers 14 and 41.
Bring it out.
And Moses said, "Wherefore now do ye transgress the commandment of the Lord, but it shall not prosper." Because we don't keep God's commandments, we don't prosper, right? Verse 42. Go not up, for the Lord is not among you, that ye be not smitten before your enemies. If we don't have the Lord on our side, if we're not keeping his commandments, when we actually go to fight physical wars, we're gonna die. And guess what? We've been fighting a physical war for hundreds of years. And guess what? Look at the Black Panthers, right? They literally went to war. The brothers at the Move House, they literally were busting back at the cops. And guess what the cops did? Drop a fucking bomb on them, right? Because guess what? The Lord wasn't with them, right? Unless we have the Lord on our side, guess what? We're not going to be able to prosper in anything that we do.
Right.
We have to keep the commandments. That's the key.
And this is why it's very important, brother, like we were saying earlier, like the brother said, it's very important that you read this book. Because when you read this book and you understand what it is, you start looking at it and like, oh, these are my answers. Like, for example, there's a story in this book of a man named Gideon, right? How he went to war with a multiplicity of people, right? And the Most High God said, nah, that's too many people. If you guys win, the glory isn't going to go to me. Y'all going to think man did it. Send these people home, right? And then you go to war with the people that stayed. And it only ended up that 300 people ended up staying. And he went to war anyway. Why? Because, like we were talking about, he had faith in the Lord, right? The reading of the scriptures is for boosting our faith. When we read these scriptures and boost our faith, we know that God is with us. God is going to fight our battles, right? So when we read these things, and we know that God is with us. Anything is impossible. Like referencing Christ, right? He said, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. You have faith as small as a mustard seed, brother? You believe you can move mountains? So why is it the toppling of a regime? Why is it the toppling of a nation is so inconceivable to you, but you say you have faith in God, that you have faith as small as a mustard seed? We say these things, and then it comes time for us to live by our words, and we come to find out our people don't really live by our words, right? Again, like what we talk about, right? Matthew 4:4. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by the words of God. We don't live by our own words. We live by the words of the Most High God. And God said that he will fight our battle. And that's what we live by, brother. That's what you got to understand. Right? It don't matter what the numbers seem like. Again, give me Leviticus.
All I'm saying is, brother,
Deuteronomy 7:7. No, hold on. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you. Hold that. I feel you want to say something, but I got to get this one out real quick, and then I'll let you go. Give me Leviticus 7:7.
Leviticus 7.
No, Deuteronomy.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 7. Starting in verse 6?
No, 7:7.
7 and 7. The Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because you were more in number than any people. For ye were the fewest of all people. Verse 8. But because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out with a mighty hand.
It's never been about numbers with the word. That's what you gotta understand, brother. It's never been about appearance. Every king, not even every king, but the major king that we've had, God chose not based off appearance because God knows the heart, right? Like David versus Goliath. David became the king of Israel not through appearance. He was the least of Jesse's sons. Right. But God, you know what?
He wasn't even a man at the time. He was a lad. They called him a lad. So he was probably like 16 years old. And then you had this champion, right, of a warlike people, right? The nigga was like 9 feet tall, and he killed him. He said, "Who is this uncircumcised Philistine that speaks against the living God?" Right? And guess what? David had that. Call him right in his dome piece.
But here's
right?
the thing. Here's the thing. Why it seems different from this side because we look at this book as a living book. It's the book of our ancestors, chronicling their lives. So when we read David versus Goliath, we see what God can do for our people. We have to faith that God didn't leave us. He's still here, brother. He's still fighting for us.
He's waiting on us, not the other
All
way
I
around.
can do is go by life experiences. I fought next to my brothers. They didn't look like me. They died beside me and helped save my life.
I'm not
So I
discounting.
can't condemn them. You say that there aren't any other good people out there, but when you fought beside them, how can I say that?
I'm not. Here's the thing, brother. I'm not condemning them. I want you to look at.
Can I actually say that?
I want you to look at it this way, right?
And the brothers I'm scared crying for and say that they're beneath me.
I'm not condemning
They
them.
weren't beneath me on that battlefield.
Here's the thing, brother. Look at it through my eye, brother. Look at it this way, right? God had them sacrifice their lives for you to stand here and have this conversation with us, to learn about who you are. It's very important that you look at things for what they are, not what you feel
The
them.
bullets didn't see. They didn't see race or color.
They don't,
They didn't see none of that.
but God does.
Hey,
We all
Salakia,
blood
brother.
the same over
Hey,
there.
Salakia. The young brothers that's dying in the hood from the same bullets that you went to fight for, we killing each other for, we need our God back. That's why we need to come together, brother. You talking about a war that had nothing to do with the war that we actually fighting every day against each other, brother. You got kids, right? You got sons that's going to grow up in this same shit, bro. But it's still a war.
Not mine.
It's still a war. What about, well, we got to have the same tears for them young brothers that's crying in the street,
Top
brother.
of there. If it starts in the house, my son is not out there acting stupid.
We talk about our people, though, brother, in
Yeah,
general.
but it starts with you.
But again, you said in the beginning that the fathers are in jail to not even teach them that.
Some,
Why?
some just ain't worth shit.
Who
Not
put them
all
in-
of them.
Who put them in jail? Who created the jail?
They did.
Who's they?
The system.
Who created the system?
Who created the
We
system?
all know. We know this.
But
The
don't-
same God that you're crying about right
Yeah.
now.
No.
Yeah.
I'm crying about my brothers that we went to war together.
All right, so
That's
let me
different.
ask you a question. Why did you
That's
feel
different.
Why
I'm
did
just
you,
saying there are good people.
I got
I
you.
was fought beside them.
let me ask you this right here, brother, right? Why did you feel the need that you had to go to war
Save my family.
to save your family?
From-
Why did your family need saving?
Right. From what?
Because we was in this
Why?
society.
And who created this?
Who
society?
created the society?
They did.
Okay,
Right,
so
man.
and guess what? And guess what? You know why they were?
certain, not all of them. Certain ones did.
Of course.
It's not- I'm
of
not
course,
gonna
Joe,
absolutize
listen,
the whole system.
Listen, Joe Greenfield, who lives in goddamn Indiana, of course he's not pulling his strings, right? But he literally lives in a system that was created
They'll
by his
benefit from
people and for his people,
And you
right?
think him knowing that is gonna stand by while we destroy that system, or do you think he's gonna fight for it? Do you think he's gonna fight for
There's
it?
some white people that will fight for
No,
our
they're
side.
all gonna fight for it
no,
because
brother.
it's in the interest of
I'm
self-preservation. If you're gonna lose your power,
Right
aren't you
is
gonna
right,
fight for
but
it?
wrong is wrong.
They don't care about that because they put you in slavery. Obviously, they don't
You
care
can't
about.
speak for all of them.
They continue to perpetuate that slavery,
You
brother.
can't speak for all of them.
But again, here's the thing, right?
Because the bad ones are in power.
So-
what about the ones who are not in power?
Uh-huh.
That
So-
was in the same situation that I was in that had to go
So
fight.
here's the thing, right, brother? So, like we were talking about earlier, you think those good white people, you think they will stand by and help you topple their empire?
I just told you that about you.
Can you repeat yourself?
Not all
I didn't
of them.
hear. Not all of them. But you think
But there
they
are
will-
some white folks that
that
will fight for us. Yes.
Okay, so knowing that idea, right, would that make us their enemy? Would they fight against you? Those same brothers that you serve with, if they found out you were part of a black liberation group, would you now become their enemy, or would they be like, you know what, I took bullets from this guy, so let me put my gun.
They were individualizing. You're my brother, but I don't. agree with
Okay,
you,
so
though.
if they individualize it and kill me, then that's cool.
What do you mean?
My brother that looks, so if they individualize, you know what, you're cool, but your brother, I gotta kill him. You will stand by and let them kill me?
They would just stay out the way or stay on the side. Who knows what they
But
do?
the
I
war
can't
still,
speak for the people.
but this war still has to get
That's not what I
fought.
would do.
You're trying to current around it. You're trying to tumble around it, but this horse still has to get fought,
No,
brother.
because
It has to.
this is the-
We're not gonna get liberation any other way.
And y'all
talking
talking those
about
same
a
white
war
boys
that
was
we're not
raping
even
girls
fighting
in
yet.
in
We're
Iraq.
talking about
They
a
were raping
hypothetical
girls in
war.
Afghanistan.
No, I'm talking about this literal war that's
This is
gonna
a
come.
hypothetical
This
war.
is not hypothetical.
Okay.
This race war is coming. There's a
Not
race war on
I've been
the
to war.
there's
This
a
ain't war.
there's a race war on the horizon. It's coming. This is very
Like you
real.
say, you keep saying war. You don't know what war is.
I don't, but we'll very well know war in a second. It's coming. A man with seeing eyes can see this, brother. So do you think those people that you're friends with, do you think those people that you,
We going through food
I
wars.
appreciate
We
y'all
going through
time.
everything right
I'm gonna go
now.
on about my business now. I appreciate y'all talking to me.
no problem,
It was
brother.
insightful.
Food for thought,
I
brother.
appreciate y'all.
You got a card, right?
Y'all, I do.
This is just food for thought, brother.
Y'all
Meditate
enjoy
on
the rest
that.
of your day.
You too, brother.
All right.
Be safe, brother.
All right,
And
love
keep-
you, brother.
And keep on top of them kids, man. Bring it up.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 43. I'm gonna start at verse 2 in the NLT. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk, I'm reading from the top again. Book of Isaiah 43 and verse 2 in the NLT. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through fire, when you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burnt up. The flames will not consume you. Verse 4, this is the point. Others, talking about these nations, were given in exchange for you.
You were what?
Others were given in exchange for you.
This is what we gotta understand, man. Give me a gift destroyer, though. This is what we gotta understand. Pair that with that. It's very crazy, right? Because the gift of life destroy that brother's heart, right? Because them brothers supposedly gave or seemingly gave their lives for him, not knowing that the Most High God sacrificed them to preserve them. Now his heart is destroyed towards his own evil, right? It happens. It's an everyday occurrence, right? It happens to our people a lot, where the white man will do us a favor, right? And then our mind will get destroyed towards our own people, right? Read.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Uh-huh.
Surely, oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
Gift destroys the heart, right? The Most High God gave you a gift because of who it came from. You looked at who it came from versus who actually sent it. You looked at who it came from, Salakia, versus who actually sent it, right? The Most High God sent your life by the mechanism of these Edomites dying, because the mechanism looked a certain way. Now your mind can't separate it, because they died for me. Now their mind be one.
Fighting for our lives, right? I don't go through that, right?
That's
Not on your level.
I thought he was getting
guns.
he was, you know,
You receiving the word,
He was
yeah.
drawing more, but
Salakia, like, I love him, but he was actually tearing up because he was shedding tears.
Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 43 and verse 4 in the NLT. Others were given in exchange for you. I will trade their lives.
I'll do what?
I will trade their
Nah,
lives.
I'm gonna save you both.
I will trade their lives for yours.
This is what you gotta understand, man. It'll help your life go easier when you operate in reality. The reality of the matter is, God doesn't see these other heathen nations as nothing. So him sacrificing their lives for you is nothing to him. Literally. It's like them throwing away air. You can't grab air and you can't throw it. This is how nothing it is. Like he's just throwing away air. This is what it is. Nah, we're gonna be real. Let's be real. If we're gonna be real, we gotta be real. The Most High God killing heathens is like him throwing away air. That's how nothing it is. There you go. It's nothing. This is what the lives of the heathens are. And we gotta compartmentalize that as it needs to be compartmentalized. Right? The Most High God views these heathen nations as nothing. The only people that are worth something to him is you blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans, and those are the diaspora scattered abroad. That's it. Right? Keep going.
Oh no, it's a little more. Others were given in exchange for you.
Uh-huh.
I will trade their lives for yours, because you are precious to me, and you are honored, and I love you.
That's like an easy link to the Most High God to trade your life. You know how you take candy from a baby and that's easy? It's easier than that for the Most High God to give the heathen's life for you. That's how easy it is. That's literally how easy it is. You know what, man? I ain't need to go do nothing with these heathens anyway, man. It's like giving somebody your old shoes that you don't wear. You want these, bro? Ain't nothing to you. I don't even wear them. That's how easy it is. So once you understand that and you see things happen, it won't phase you as much.
Right.
But again, like the elder said, he's not really in this book as much as how he used to be, how he should be. This is why his emotions are out of whack, right? Because he's not stabilized and he's not grounded in the word of the Most High God. So his emotions are out of whack. This is what we need as a people. We need to put our emotions and our mind to the Most High God so that way he can regulate it. Because we see what happens when man trusts in man. Because these brothers saved my life, now I feel like I owe them my life. So I can't follow my God anymore. That's them turning you against the Most High God. That's them turning you away from the Lord. This is why, like he said, it got to start at the house. If it starts at the house, and if it starts in the house and that foundation is built, then no matter what happens, I'm not gonna lie, no matter what heathen died for me, I'm still serving the Lord. I appreciate you though.
That's right.
The Most High God said,
That's right.
The Most High God killed nations just for us to get out of Egypt and go. Listen, when we got out of Egypt, we straight went to war with all these other nations and destroyed them. And took their land. Right? Moses grew up with Pharaoh. And he still sent the
Grew up with him.
What are we talking about? He grew up in the house of Pharaoh. He still says, it's my people over you. This is how we got to carry it these days. My people over you. Right? The Most High God don't care who you're friends with.
Bring it out.
Bring that out for me and give me no here, no there.
This account of Moses, right, saying we said to Pharaoh, like you said, he was raised up with Pharaoh, and this is how, right, this is how he addressed it, Pharaoh, right. This book of Esther, chapter 11 and verse 4 in the NLT, Moses had announced this to Pharaoh. This is what the Lord says: at midnight tonight, I will pass through the heart of Egypt. Verse 5, all the firstborn sons will die.
But no, we grew up together, so I'm gonna talk to the Most High God, put in a favor for you mean, so he could like not pass through those.
Thus saith the Lord, at midnight tonight I will pass through the heart of Egypt.
Nah, but your mom gave me a station, though. I was like a prince of Egypt, so we cool, we homies though.
I will pass through the heart of Egypt. All the firstborn sons will die.
Well, what?
All the firstborn sons will die.
Nah, they gonna say kumbaya with the Israelite children.
All the firstborn sons will die.
It don't matter, man. It don't matter how cool you are with the dude. It don't matter how cool you are with Tommy. Tommy's still gonna get his head bashed in when the Most High God
That's right.
We gotta operate within reality, right? There's a saying in the world, right? If you buy your house where there's a area where it's prone to hurricanes, right? And hurricanes come and blow your house down, right? And you accept that, hey man, it's hurricane season, my house is gonna get knocked down. It's gonna be easier for you to rebuild your house than for you to be like, damn, another hurricane. The point of the message is it's gonna be easier for you to operate with the fact that Tommy gotta die if you know what the Most High God is like. You don't care about the heat, right? If you know what the Most High God is like, if you know that your area that you're living in is prone to hurricanes, the hurricanes come, you're like, damn, it's another day at the office.
Cool.
But because you don't know the Most High God, because you don't want to keep the commandments, when Low Tommy dies, now that shake your faith. What the hell does Tommy got to do with your faith? Tommy don't got nothing to do with your relationship with God. He ain't make a covenant with God. You did, right? That's why he killed the mixed multitude before in the wilderness.
Cheering on the wrong team.
You people want to join so hand in hand with your presence so much. You want to join the hand with him, you gonna die with him.
That's right.
And look, here we'll point to. And listen, I ain't even watched that show Ghost had with Tommy. When Tommy did the solo spin show, right? Just to be right,
Nowhere.
just to be a bias.
One season.
And I heard a lot of people say it was a good show. I just ain't watch it based on principle. Right, and listen, let me say this too. My big bro, his baby mom is white, right? So my niece, right, her uncles, right, them little niggas, they white, but they cool and they treat my niece cool. But is that gonna change the fact of them niggas going into slavery? It don't change them. Like they can be as cool with nieces as right, and they better be too.
Listen. The Most High God said, I'm gonna kill some of your people. If I ain't mourning for my own people, what makes you think I got enough tears to spare to mourn you people? The Most High God's gonna kill my people. I'm worried about them coming back to the kingdom first and foremost. My energy is spent on that. I don't got enough time to worry about y'all. There's got to be a balance. I just don't have enough tears to shed for the heathen. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I got enough tears. I got enough problems trying to fix my house, right? The Bible talks about setting your house in order first, right? I ain't worried about the house down the street. I ain't worried about the house next to me. I'm worried about my house. And right now, my house is burning. I'm trying to get some order to put it out. I don't care what you got to say to me, man. Read.
Exodus 11:5 in the NLT.
Bring it out.
All the firstborn sons will die.
Well, what?
All the firstborn sons will die.
Nah, they just gonna sing Kumbaya with the Israelites too.
All the firstborn sons will die.
Uh-huh.
In every family in Egypt, from the oldest son of Pharaoh who sits on his throne,
But wait, he know Pharaoh though. They cool, bro. Pharaoh's son too.
even the oldest son of Pharaoh who sits on his throne,
Uh-huh.
to the oldest son of the lowest servant.
And you know Moses had that in there. He said, yeah, I know we cool and all, but your son gonna die. Like it don't matter how cool we are with people. We gotta put the Most High God first, right? And this is the thing that our people don't get. The Most High God is like that within our nation, right? He said you better not love your mother, your father, your son, right? Your children more than me.
Right.
So now, where does the heathen come in this calculation? They don't. They're not a part of this. They're not a part of this equation, right? It's the Israelites plus the Most High God equals the kingdom of heaven. The heathen don't fit in this equation. They're not on this side of the equal sign, and they're not on this side of the equal sign. They don't fit on the equation, right? You can't add them in. You can't add them in. Right? Read.
From the oldest son of Pharaoh who sits on his throne, to the oldest son of his lowest servant who grinds in the flour. Even the firstborn of all the livestock will die.
Well, what?
Will die.
Straight like that. The Most High God knew what he was doing, sending Moses to say it too. He could have sent Aaron to say it, right? He said, nah, Moses, you go tell him. You homies, right? Go tell your homie that his son will die. And see how you like that, right? You want to plead for these Egyptians, right? Go tell little homie that his son gonna die too, right? You won't love him so much. And here's the crazy thing about it. Moses didn't buck up. He didn't cry. He didn't say, but I'm cool with Pharaoh though, right? But I was in Pharaoh's house. Nah, your son gonna die, Pharaoh, right? We may be cool and all, but your son gonna die, right? Read.
Verse 6. Then a loud wail will rise through the land of Egypt, and the wail will, like no one has heard before or will ever hear again. Verse 7. But among the Israelites, it will be so peaceful.
But wait though, them Israelites had to have some Egyptian friends though, right? Moses did.
But among the Israelites, it will be so peaceful.
So what?
So peaceful.
So wait, you're telling me that God sent Moses to tell a man that he grew up with to say, you know what? I'm gonna kill your sons. The whole nation's gonna be in disarray. But over here on this side, we're gonna be good, right? Over here on this side, we're gonna be peaceful.
But among the Israelites, it will be so peaceful that not even a dog will bark. Then you will know that the Lord makes a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites.
Hey man, I don't care how many of them Edomites, them Egyptians died. Y'all gonna know. I don't care how cool you are. I don't care if your mama call him son, right? Because you know how black moms like to call everybody son. I don't care if your mama call him son. If them niggas die, you better not shed a single tear. Straight like that. The Most High God told Ezekiel, I'm gonna kill your wife. You better not cry. You gotta go out and teach. You think I'm gonna shed a tear for somebody that's not my nation? Are we crazy? Are we serving the same God?
I make a point though, bro. And then the fact too, when Moses was bringing out about not even a dog shall bark scripture, right? He was saying that the cry in Egypt was going to be. He telling Pharaoh, right, what's going to happen to his people, right? And Pharaoh didn't even have a backbone to kill him. He like, listen, the cry in Egypt is going to be so loud, like how much the Lord going to kill y'all niggas. Like the cry's going to be so loud. Listen, and we going to be in so much peace. Why y'all crying? Right. Like what? Like bro, like you don't know how much peace God said we gonna be in our crib.
I'm gonna get
with
my
the blood
full
on
8
the
hours.
door.
I'm gonna get my full 8 hours. You niggas though, sheesh.
8 hours.
I'm
getting a blood 24 hours and shit.
I'm gonna put that blood on that door.
I need to be up every moment to witness this oppression.
I still got the blood on the door.
Me too.
Facts.
God,
taking it off either.
God.
We ain't taking it off when we
when we left.
Yeah, it's just stayed there. Yeah. But here's the thing about it that our people don't get, man. Because of Edomite, because of heathen seemingly does good to you, now that gives justification to turn on your nation. Because you were never solidly rooted in the community in the first place.
Appreciate it.
Right?
All right, Go Eagles, right? Go Birds. Don't be rooting for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, though.
That's a little too much. That's a little too much, man. Bring out your precinct.
God, it's the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 12. And had a wall great and high. And had 12 gates.
How many gates?
12 gates.
Nah, for the nations though, bro.
12 gates.
And
at the gates 12 angels. And the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
And?
Of Israel.
Who else though?
Of Israel.
The Egyptians?
Of Israel.
Ah, damn. So you telling me if they die for me though, they still not gonna get to
Private Johnson?
Right. You telling me? You can't be telling me. You can't be telling me.
It's a mystery.
God. So you telling me if Johnny died for my life and I make it to church and I pray for Johnny, he ain't gonna make it to. Man.
Did you guys that precept in Isaiah about
43?
Yeah.
all the nations for you?
Yeah.
That's the crazy. That's the crazy part of this, man. We think. Here's the thing. Our people get so tricked up by the mechanism in which the gift appears that we forget who's sending it. Don't forget that God is the one God kills and He makes alive. So the niggas that's dying, God is killing them, right? You think, oh, God saved my life, but them Edomites deserve judgment too. That may have been their judgment for what they did to your people. So it wasn't them dying to save your life. It was them receiving their judgment. But our people don't realize
this, right? Think about it like this, right? Let's say, all right, boom. We're in war. Let's say I'm a white guy, right? Y'all some black, y'all black, right? And we're in war, and together, right, we're on the same team, and it's Arabs over there, right? We know who the enemy is, right? If they're trying to kill you, that means they're also trying to kill me. So guess what?
Self-preservation.
It's self-preservation.
Yeah.
Like, Private Johnson did not save you because you're just a great nigga. It's because, guess what? If
I
you
say,
fall,
I fall.
he might fall.
As soon as we get back to America, though, it's back to 350 a human being. Back to go drinking your own water fountain, nigga. Right?
And he forgot that when our forefathers went to World War II and World War I and Nam and all these different fucking wars and fought for the fucking white man, guess what? When they got back home, niggas was getting lynched.
Niggas still have to drink from a separate water fountain. Like, that shit didn't change, though. But they died for you, though, right? You die for them, they die for you. You bleed the same. We only bleed the same when it serves their interest, right? We never bleed the same when it talks about equality, though. Not even just us being in our rightful estate of better than them. Equality, it's having the same as them. This is crazy.
Yeah, Slock, yeah, that goes into a different mindset about how brothers, when they came back from the war too, got hooked on drugs. Because over there in the war, they had so much equality that when they came home, they was like, damn, like I can't deal with this. Like, that's crazy.
Racism hit them real.
Listen, not even to mention that, right? I was telling them, listen, right? I was telling them, listen, bro. I'm not saying you didn't fight for something. You fought for your family, right? Got you. Not knocking that. But the war that you fought in,
the reason why I
was
started
for oil and for fucking opium.
For them.
So the pharmaceutical companies can get our people hooked on what? Fentanyl.
Yup.
It's because of that.
Kensington. The Kensington
Listen,
stuff.
your people are in Kensington on the fucking beach.
With no fans.
Because you went to fucking Iraq or wherever in Afghanistan and fought.
And here's the thing with our people, we're so into remixing stuff. Oh, that's what it was for, but I went into it for, but you're still serving the same purpose. Right? It don't matter what you think you went to do it for, you still did it. Right? Oh yeah, I went to fight for my family. You could have fought for your family any other way.
The road to hell is paved
with good intentions.
And Salakia too, you can't go there with the intentions of doing anything of what you're told.
Yeah.
Right? You're a soldier. Shut up and shoot.
Literally. Shut up and dribble and shut up and shoot. It's no different. But we have to make a difference to comfort ourselves into thinking we're the same.
Shoot that 8-year-old boy.
Yeah, you got
You gonna
the
shoot
orders
him.
out.
Yeah, you gotta shoot him.
And guess what? That 8-year-old boy wants to kill you because you killed his dad.
Right.
And his older brother.
Invading their land. You're invading their land. Same thing the white people do to us.
You're invading their land, taking their
They just
resources,
use you.
and then you get mad when they fight back.
Crazy.
But because he died for you, now, now maybe they're not all so bad. Okay, let's look at the reason they're fighting this war.
But that's how the white man is the devil, right? Because again, we look at the white man as a whole, right? Obviously, right? You have so-called good ones and so-called just virtually evil ones, right? The good ones make you think that hey, we're not all that bad. You know that the bad ones will use that same mechanism, that same technique to say, you know what? I'm an ally, right? Let me in.
That's a snake.
Like,
Guy in the
come
church.
on, bro.
Sinners, that was done on
The young
Sinners.
boy in the
I ain't seen
church.
the movie yet. Don't.
You leave the fox into the hen, and you know.
You try to catch it in two spoilers.
war, man.
You see brothers like that, you can't break them with what they were programmed by.
Yeah.
You have to leave them there. I understand, and you have to build something else. And what you're building is going to show them, oh shucks, I was brainwashed. You can't just pull that brainwash out of them.
Yeah,
That's how it was with me.
it's deep. They fought two
I wanted to
tours.
go to the military. I came from a military family, so when I seen them, I'm like, the fuck we supposed to kill? Like, it just wasn't making sense.
Yeah, and bro, Salaki, and bro talked about the good white people, but when Muhammad didn't want to fight the Viet Cong
They put
war,
him in jail.
like they put him in jail and they took his world title from him. So where was the good white people that said, hold up, if
They
you
weren't
wanna
there,
fight-
brother. They weren't there. The good white people
Yeah, he
were
would've had
never
a- he would've
there.
had a
Oh,
The
TV,
good white people
oh,
are.
the internet wasn't around, so they
They
didn't see
couldn't.
the
They
news.
couldn't fight it,
All right,
brother.
all right.
The good white people are never. Hold on, so we know there's good white people, but we never see their power. How are there good white people?
Took his world
That's
title.
a-
He had to come back out of jail and win it again.
Yeah. That's the
The
rhetoric.
only brother wants to make money.
That's the rhetoric that keeps our people
Also lose
docile.
money.
That's the same rhetoric that
They
keeps
don't
our
have
people
because I like him
docile.
or agree with him.
If we tell them that there's good white people, they'll be docile and they'll turn the other cheek when we slap them. Because there's good white people that is gonna tell them it's okay, but slap them on the other cheek too. Because that's what's going on.
And the crazy,
Oh, turn the other cheek.
Never forget. Gift is free of the heart.
Yeah.
and the crazy thing is, just us always talking to our people out here. It's like it's always a problem when we tell our people we have to go to war for our people
I wanna
against
make
them, and they be like, but why? We have to love them. They went to war against us. What are you talking about?
Listen,
bro?
I work on a lesson, right? I made a thumbnail, right? It's a thumbnail of black men with angry with torches, right? And the title says, "Dear Black People." The Bible is not teaching you to forgive white people. And I'm gonna go through all the scriptures and get and say, listen, the Bible is not teaching you to love and forgive the nationalistic Indians. It's saying forgive the brother down the street from you, right? That look just fucking like you. That's what it's talking about.
Who you seem to have a problem forgiving, but you have no problem forgiving the white man. That's the crazy part about it.
You want to know when we gonna get our get back on them,
How can we get our get back on them if we're the same?
or the ones he want to war with?
So hold on, you're gonna go through them and pick out the good ones and punish the bad ones. You
And
think the
call them like
good
that.
ones
That's
are
Nigga
gonna
want to get a
stand by?
needle out the haystack.
That's why I say you gotta leave him where he is. Leave him with that mindset. Tell him he understand, but build him up on the side.
Yeah, I was waiting for one of y'all to
You about to-
ask
hey, Remy, you
who,
about to check
if
out
it was
too.
us versus them,
I'm
and he
about to
was on
close
their
out, I'm about to close out now.
side. Would he shoot at one of us?
You know what I want to tell him I
to
did?
protect this heathen.
The one Grenada. I grew up with guys who was that. Right? That guy's put on the headset, the Walkman with rock and roll and was going
Right.
to Grenada like.
But with that, I say shalom, blah 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.